Oh, I was like, I really got to change this, and I can do it right here. All right. Okay. All right, I think we're good there. Like, ay. Hello, ladies. How are we today? Hello. Toya says you need this. Awesome. So if you didn't see the email that went out, it went out to my master list. So you're probably on it, I would think. But if not, that's cool. What we're doing today, I had a very interesting conversation in the mentorship last night. It was very spiritual related, which I loved. But I really feel it's important to get the word out about our energy and protecting it and clearing it and knowing when we have someone else's energy on us. I've said it, I think in my 21 days course, we also had this conversation. And I think that, you know, what we're talking about today is one of the most important things that anybody, especially if they're not spiritual, can actually learn. Because if we don't know what our default energy is, or that we have something attached to us, we can spend significant amount of days, even weeks and years, I truly feel, with other people's energy on us. So this is, I think this like literally could be one of the most important topics that is life changing once you understand and know what to do about this. Okay. So today, basically, we're going to do a very deep clearing. Because especially if you've been in toxic relationships before, if you're around toxic people, if you're co-parenting with a toxic ex, if you're connecting spiritually, anything really, right? And the way that I explain this in the 21 days course, I think it's like day 2 is, or no, actually it's day 1 when we talk about fears of connection. It's like a lot of us fear that connection to this open realm that we are unaware of. But what we don't realize is that we have this connection to energy in general, and energy to the psychic abilities, quote unquote, is just an energy that we can't see in human form, but it's the same exact thing. So the energy up there, is the same as energy here. And if we don't learn how to protect ourselves from energy in general, or clear ourselves, which is what we're talking about today, that energy can really get absorbed into our energy field. And it can be life crippling, because I know I've had energy of somebody that was depressed, and I literally felt depressed for days, crying my eyes out, not knowing why I'm crying, not knowing why I feel depressed, thinking to myself, there's absolutely no reason why I should feel like this, but I don't want to get out of bed. I don't want to do anything. And I'm like, what the hell is happening, right? So that's one of the things. So be very, very aware. I'm just going to go through this. And I know I have in the Reiki Vault the little YouTube video that I did, but let's get real. I can't really do as much on YouTube as I can in these types of calls. So obviously this is going to go a lot deeper, and I can use the music that I really feel is powerful instead of the royalty-free stuff. But so I talk about default energy, and default energy is basically, how do I feel on any given day that is going good? Okay. Not like crazy good, but just like, do I wake up in the morning? Am I happy to wake up? Okay. Am I good throughout the day? Like, how do I feel? Am I positive? Am I thinking more clearly? Do I have a lot of fear that's in me? Whatever that is, it's okay. There's no right or wrong answer to that default energy. But the reason that we have to know like what we normally feel like is because once you start to feel different, and the key here is that there's no reason for you to feel different, okay, then we realize that we have something on us and we need to clear it. Now, protecting, I talk about that in the 21 days course too. Protecting is great, but I still, as much as we protect, we probably, I mean, damn, I think I have a wall of armor around me, but it still gets in, okay? It still gets in. And it, like I said, it's not just spirits from another realm, it's people here. Like, I think they're more threatening than the people up there, you know? So like, we have to be very aware of that default energy. So I'll give you an example of what this looks like. You're going about your day, you're happy as can be, just very content, just doing your thing. And then all of a sudden you go to a grocery store, you get your stuff, right? You come in the car, you get home, your spouse is there or something, or a friend or your child or whatever, and you just start yelling at them because you're irritated and angry and stuff. And you're like, whoa, what the hell just happened? Right? I was great at the grocery store. I had no problem. And then I got home and like all of a sudden, why am I yelling at my kids? Like, I usually don't do that. That's a prime example of going to the grocery store, people are around you, and you're taking on other people's energy. You bring it home and now you're aggravated. Okay, so that's a prime example. So it's so important for you to understand your default energy is what I talk about. So once you know that, what you got to do is you got to clear it. So I'm making this video specifically to have in the Reiki vault. It's going to be under the energy protection and clearing section, so that if you do feel like that, you can go back and do this video, okay? Because it's been coming up to me a few times now from people that are in real life, right? The energy is absorbed from people in real life, and also from spirit as well, because again, spirits, everybody loves the light. And if you are a light person and you are constantly trying to spread love and like not even like being a light worker, but just like have this kind, loving energy, like they will seek you out because they want that. It's not that they want that or they're trying to harm you. It's just that they need you. They need you. Okay. But we've also, as light workers, have to make sure that we are very cautious of our energy, very cautious of who we spend our energy and time on, because we have to set those boundaries with people that are in those shadows. We want to help, but we have to help at arm distance until you can create a really good, strong boundary, if that makes sense. Okay. Is this, oh, you're so beautiful. Exactly, Toya. All right, so I hope this is resonating with everybody. So let's go ahead and get started with the energy healing. Hope says, yes, the last 2 weeks have tried to bring me down. I took energy pills to keep from staying in the bed. It's been rough. So yeah, so we've got to clear that energy because it might not be yours. And even if you don't know, and this is, when we're in it, we're in it. This is what I talk about, like the emotional triggers, like, right? When we're in that, it's like we can't see the reality of the situation. So it's like, why am I feeling this way? Why am I doing this? Like we just get in that emotion, and it's really important to understand that default energy, because it's like, oh shit. And it takes a little bit of time. Like even with me now, I'm like, oh, maybe it's my PMS, maybe it's this, maybe it's the kids, maybe I'm just crying. And then I'm just like, oh man, this isn't mine. I'm like, I got to get this cleared. Like, let's work on clearing this, right? So we just got to be very, very aware. How do we know if it's ours or it does not matter? So, right. So if there's no reason why you're feeling the way you feel, if you were feeling good, like Hope, even with what you're going through, I'm not sure where you're at right now, but like, even with what you're going through, like you've been positive about it. And then all of a sudden, like maybe even during the day, things switch and change. And all of a sudden the fear comes in and it's like, everything's falling apart. It could be somebody else's energy. Now I will tell you what I have realized, right? In the past few months, really, I think since COVID started, really, is that when I can identify whose energy it is, it immediately goes away. Because it's like, you're not in it anymore. You're standing on the outside being aware of it. Do you have to be able to identify it? No, because I totally have had clearings that I was not able to identify what was on me. But I know that when I can identify it, like I remember I came home from my mother's, and like, I don't remember if I came home or if I just was, and like I talked to her I think I talked to her the day before. She ended up hanging up on me because she didn't like what I had to say. And then the next day I was just so like angry. Like I was so angry, and I was like, what the hell? Like, I'm like, what is this? Like, why am I so angry? And again, in my head, in the emotion. And then I talked to my mother, and she explained exactly how she was feeling. And I was like, oh man, I was feeling her energy. I was like, that's exactly how I was feeling. As soon as I was aware of that, it automatically shifted. So I'm just bringing that to your attention. That's what my experience has been. But again, you don't have to identify it in order to get rid of it. Deborah says, yes, I need this so bad. Thank you. Anybody's energy can jack us up. Exactly. And they don't have to be around you. You don't even have to be in the world. Like this guy that was depressed or whatever, I had dated him like a year before he was starting to think of me. And all of a sudden I got depressed, and I was like, what the hell? And then like, I think it was like two to 3 days later, like he called me and I was like, and then he explained like how he was feeling. And I was like, oh my God, like that's how I was feeling, because it was his energy. So they don't even have to be around you. Okay. So that's why this is so important to learn and to have this healing available to you, because it can come anytime. So you really want to be able to, clear it. Okay. Hope says, yeah, still not working much, but I haven't wanted for anything. Good. Claudia, yes, I ask if it's ego or someone else's, and if it's ego, I just allow it to flow. Self-love, if somebody else's goes away and grab my crystals. I love it. Nancy said, do my own energy healing almost every day. That's good. And Claudia says, yes, others call upon us too. Absolutely. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and get into this. So just get as comfortable as possible. Relax. Stretch your body out. Just let it go. And that's the other thing. You want to move your body with energy. You got to like release it and let it go. Yeah. So up and moving as well. Just get it like out of the creases. And I talk about like clearing and stuff. Let me just tell you guys, I love you to death and I love sage. I'm always burning sage. However, you go into the Reiki vault, because in the section that I'm talking about, it has a whole hour video about how to protect yourself, how to clear yourself. There's many different things, like energy healing, like we're doing right now, especially if you're with me live here, is going to be the number one thing to do when everything else fails. And it's 12-12 as I say that, because sage is like the bottom of the line of clearing. Okay. This is like when maybe you went to the grocery store and you come back, now it's time to sage. Where if you've had an energy on you for like days, sage is not going to do it anymore. They like put their claws in and like they stick. So energy healing is so important. When I can't do it, before I get the energy healing, I use the HZs on YouTube for clearing negative blocks. I'll also put that one in the Reiki vault. I gotta make a note. I forget everything. Let me do that. Do a chakra HZ. So I'll put that in there too, but so important. Okay. And energy healing is like the top notch of like clearing. Okay. So that's why we're doing this video today. All right. So get comfortable. Nancy says she sleeps with HC every night. Yeah. Palo Santos is just like sage. So that's at the bottom of the line. Okay. It's good. But if you've had something on you, or it's really severe or very negative energy on you, you're probably going to want to do one of the other things. But check out the video in the Reiki vault, because I go through a bunch of different things that you can do. A bunch of different things. All right. Let me share my screen with the music. I'm going to start with the music that I love, and then we'll let spirit go from there. Okay. So there's one specific song that I use when I'm trying to clear. And then, like I said, I'll let spirit choose after that. All right, so go ahead and take a deep breath in. Again, give your body a nice stretch. And go ahead and let it out. All right, and take another deep breath in. We're going to call in your spirit guide, and we're also going to call in Archangel Michael to help us clear any energy that is not yours. And go ahead and let it out. I'm going to take you through a little exercise before we go into this. So go ahead and take a deep breath in. And I want you to blow that out as hard as you can, imagining any energy that's in your energy field going out with your breath. And as you take a deep breath in, I want you to imagine pulling in all of your energy from elsewhere. And then again, when you let that out, imagine taking any energy that is not yours and blowing it out very hard. And let's do that one more time. We're going to breathe all of our energy back into ourselves. And we're going to let out any energy that is no longer ours. All right, here we go. take a deep breath in. And let it out. And take another deep breath in. Give your body a nice stretch. And go ahead and let that out. And whenever you're ready, you can come to. Oh, I hope I was just reading your comment. I'm so glad. Awesome. All right. So I hope that helps. The first song, I felt like a little drained at the end of it because like we got that energy off. And it's kind of like, it reminds me of like when you bust your butt all day, like say like cleaning the house and like, or moving or something. And then it's like you finally sit down and you're kind of like just wiped out and tired. And that's what it could feel. But with the second song, really about lifting you up now and getting back into your own energy and taking that energy back in. Fran, how do you go about your day after feeling sleepy from healing? I think that's today, girl. Yeah, it's a draining day today. I don't know. Are you guys feeling that today? I'm not sure. I also did a HZ last night for opening more of my psychic abilities. So I feel like I'm just floating, not really in my human place. Claudia says the harp at the end felt like cutting. And I saw Dee dancing. Oh, thanks. Sheila, I felt so at peace when the second song came on. Good. Catherine says that was amazing. I literally asked Spirit for an energy clearing yesterday. Ooh, girl, way to manifest. Awesome. Toya, you're so welcome. Yes, I feel amazing today. Oh, good, Claudia. Oh my God, I'm so tired, Fran says. Yeah. Griselle says, working from my bed, that never happens. Yeah, I don't know. I'm learning astrology, but like then I was listening to this other girl on YouTube and I was like, wow, I'm not going to know it that deep, but definitely starting to learn astrology. I'm wondering if because they always say like to master something, teach it. So I might be bringing it into this into the Reiki vault. Yeah. Oh yeah. Duh. The new moon is tomorrow and it's in Leo. I had to do a reading today. Yeah, so the new moon is tomorrow. So yeah, that's definitely the energy that can be. Alice says, I haven't been able to sleep for the past 5 days. Ooh, what sign are you, Alice? Fran says, I'm sleeping so deep. Yeah, the new moon is tomorrow. Yeah, it is completely. Alice is Gemini, feeling like something is wrong. Well, hopefully this clearing will help that. And Sheila loves astrology. Yeah. Awesome. So hopefully this will help, but yeah, definitely lots of water and take a nap. Like know when your body needs it and like take that time for you. That's that self-love, self-care. Claudia says, let's manifest. I stayed in bed all day yesterday. I needed it. Yeah. It was so dreary here yesterday and we were outside and the kids were in a heated pool and then it was like only like, I don't even know, like in the high 60s, low 70s. So I definitely feel that's probably playing a part too. Powerful new moon this month. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it was cold yesterday, Claudia. All right, go have a wonderful day, ladies. I hope that definitely helped. And just remember to be aware of your energy and if something's on it and to remember that this healing is in here to help you, okay? Oh, I was like, you're 9 months pregnant, Fran? I was like, wait, what? I was like, yeah, didn't even nap. Yeah, she said no. Yeah, I'm not a napper. I actually wake up like in a horrible mood when I nap. So I try not to nap, but I will go to bed at like 8 o'clock if I have to. All right, ladies, go have a wonderful day. I will talk to you soon. Bye.